Good morning. Wow, fancy seeing you here. I wonder why my security alarm didn't go off. I mean, you're in my bedroom. What's that? Oh, sure. You're interested in some qigong or some mindfulness techniques that you can use for when you first get up in the morning. Sure, I'd be happy to demonstrate. Yeah, let's do that. So right after I call the police. So, first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is take a nice deep breath. Reach over for my handy little water bottle. I always like to put a little bit of lemon in my water at night. Next day when you wake up, boy, that's refreshing. Just a sip. You don't need to guzzle water first thing in the morning, but you do want to start sipping a little bit of water throughout the day. So that first step is important. You want to start getting your digestive system all getting ready to work. I'll sit in a nice, sometimes cross-legged like this. Sometimes I'll adjust that a little bit. I'll take like one foot, usually it's my right foot, and I'll put my right heel towards my groin and place the other foot right in front. This gives you a little bit more stability than maybe having cross legs like so. A little more stability like that, but if neither of those work, you can always want your back to be as straight as possible. So I like to sit in this position, keep the back nice and straight, shoulders dropped, and I'll just start taking deep breaths. If it's one of those mornings where maybe I didn't sleep so good, maybe I got to bed late, and I have to get up and I don't have time to sleep a little bit more, I'll do what's called an invigorating breath. And through the nostrils, tighten up your core. Out through the nose. And I'll do that for a while until I start feeling heat. The top of my body will start getting very warm as the heat rises up from my core. Placing one hand on the belly, one on the chest. Our abdomen expands. Our shoulders do not come up. We're supposed to be breathing with our diaphragms. So it's something that takes some practice, but it's something that's worth practicing. So if you're not used to that, go ahead and place one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, and go ahead and take a few deep breaths, feeling that abdomen expand every time. Your bottom hand should be moving, your top hand should not. So after taking a few deep breaths, what I want you to do is go ahead and rub your hands together. I'm going to warm them up a little bit. When they feel nice and warm, go ahead and place those warm hands right on your forehead, right on your temples. And I'll just start making small little motions with my hands, circular motions here. Just kind of moving that loose skin on the head, maybe back and forth, side to side. Small motions. Just doing something to invigorate the top of the head, the scalp. Oh, wise guy. Then what I'll do is I'll move down to the ears. Place your palms over your ears with your fingers towards the back. Place the fingers on the back of the neck. If I have my hands clamped over my ears, I can't hear anything, so it makes it very difficult for me to talk. So I'm going to leave my hands a little bit suspended above my ears. You can put your hands right in your ears, but what I want you to do is just kind of wake up the back of the head and take a few breaths in this position. I might pull my ears, pull the lobes down. Next, I move on to the eyes. Warm those hands up. Sometimes those hands are cold in the morning. Put the warm hands right over the eyes. Just kind of move around a little bit, You can even take your fingers here, make little tiny eyeglasses. Put the holes over there and just kind of spread the fingers just ever so slightly, just put enough to put a little bit of traction. This next technique can be difficult. Like myself, I have a deviated septum. I never know if my right nostril is going to be open, my left nostril is going to be open, and it's always worse in the morning. So in the mornings, I sometimes tend to be a little snotty. So I just make sure that I have a nice box of Kleenex somewhere close by because I might be needing it. Hopefully I won't need that because usually when I'm doing this, it's still dark out. Obviously, for purposes of filming a video, I decided to do this when there's daylight. So hopefully my nostrils are nice and open so I won't have to use the Kleenex. But what you're gonna do is alternate nostril breathing. What I want you to do is take your hand, a loose fist with these middle 3 fingers, keep the thumb extended, keep the middle or the little finger out. And hey, sir, what's up, dude? Bring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Hello. People don't, use phones anymore, I suppose, like that. So this is the position that you want your hand to be in. So you take this, and I'm using my right hand, so take that right thumb, place it over the right nostril, and breathe in through the left nostril. And breathe out through the left nostril. Take the pinky finger, place it over the left nostril, and now breathe in and release the right nostril with the thumb, and breathe in through the right nostril. And then breathe out through the right nostril. And switch. Thumb over right, remove the pinky from the left, breathe in, and breathe out. Switch, breathe in, and breathe out. And I'll do that 3 or 4 times. Move the nose around a little bit. Next, I'll warm up those hands again to place on my jaw and just kind of move the jaw around, back and forth. Move side to side motions. I'll open my jaw a few times while placing my hands right here. There shouldn't be any popping, there shouldn't be any pain. If there is, then we need to address that. Well, hopefully not. So I'll just do that, kind of rub along the jawline, come down here to the mouth, and click. I'll begin to click my teeth together. Click them together like 10 or 20 times. And start moving my tongue around the inside of the mouth. So on the outside of the teeth, in between the lips and the gums first. Do the lower and the top. And then just start moving the tongue all around the mouth. Start exploring that mouth space with the tongue. Tongue is a little investigator today. So have it just move around a little bit. What you're trying to do is you're trying to build some saliva up. You're trying to start getting that digestive system working. So as you do that, now, depends what you want to do with that saliva. If you maybe forgot to brush your teeth the night before and you ate something that didn't taste so good, didn't ferment so well over the night, maybe you want to grab those Kleenex and spit. If not, traditionally what you're supposed to do is slowly suck that spit back in and swallow it. What I like to do is grab from my old trusty water bottle, because I'm taking a lot of sips. Delicious. Now we're going to work on the neck. Make sure the back is straight, make sure your shoulders are dropped, and drop your head forward. And take a couple breaths in this position. And then look up at the ceiling. And maybe go back and forth between those 2 positions a few times. Just to see how that feels. Make sure there's no problems there. Come back to center, and we're going to start to rotate the head from left to right or right to left, whatever you want to do. Now, you can rotate your head as far as you want, as little as you want. You can just do that. So I always wanted to be an owl. So I would practice and practice and practice, trying to turn my head all the way around. Thought it was possible, didn't quite make it, ended up in a neck brace. Kids, don't try this at home. Take a deep breath in. And exhale as I turn my head to the left. Inhale as I come back to center. Exhale, turn my head to the right. And come back to center. I'll draw my left ear to my left shoulder, or close to it. Come back to center. Inhale and then exhale as you drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And those are all the movements of the neck. You get front, back, side to side, rotation, do a couple circles, and just rub that neck out a little bit. Next, right hand on the right shoulder, left hand on the left shoulder, and we're going to start doing little circles with our elbows. Bring the elbows in to touch, if possible, and then Draw those circles with the elbows coming in. As you come forward, your chest is going to cave in a little bit as you struggle to get those elbows together. And then you're going to bring your shoulder blades as close together as possible. Just pinch the shoulder blades together to try to get the shoulders back, to make that circle as big as possible, okay? And do that a few times in one direction. And then bring it back in the other direction a few times. I usually grab my forearm close to the wrist, and I'll just do little circles with my wrist. Pop, pop. That's what mine do. Do both wrists in two different directions. I'll go one way and then reverse. Now I want you to take your arms and raise overhead, and a little bend. Let's go to the right. Exhale as you do so. And come back to center. Inhale and then exhale as you bend to the left, putting a little stretch on the right side of the body. When you've exhausted all your air, come back to center. And you can do that a few times if you want to. Right hand on the left knee. Left hand, kind of stabilize yourself behind. Keep your back straight. Inhale and give a little twist. Left hand on right knee. Take the right hand to the back. Inhale and a little twist. Warm those hands up. Low back. Put those warm hands on the low back and just start a little self-massage back there. Just move them around a little bit. Everybody's got problems in their low back, especially in the morning. It tends to be a little stiff, don't it? So bend forward, go side to side, or you can just stay right in the middle. Whatever feels right to you. Bring your hands back to your belly. Sit up straight. Put the hands right on the belly. You can tighten it up a little bit if you want to, or not. And I start doing little circular motions. Clockwise, counterclockwise, your choice. Go in one direction for so long, and then reverse your choice. So if you started clockwise, then start going counterclockwise. And you can do this however many times you want to. I usually go 20, 30 times in one direction, 20 or 30 times in the other direction. Those little sips of water. You can give your legs a little rub here. They've been sitting in one position for a while. You know, this whole thing takes me just a few minutes. I know it's going to seem longer because I'm talking about a lot and giving instruction. Literally might take me 3 or 4 minutes, you know, at the beginning. Nice loose fists. I might do a little pounding here on my quads. Just little, you don't have to go crazy. No bruising. No bruising here, please. Just trying to wake up those legs. I'll rub my knees. Ah, the knees. The knees are always the problem, huh? You young people don't know, but you will. This last little technique, optional. But I will bring my legs forward. Boom. Left foot down, right foot down. I will bring my right foot to about 45 degrees. 45 degrees with my left foot. Do a little push up into a squat position. Now, squatting is very good for you. A lot of cultures do a lot of squatting, and Americans not so much. We don't like to squat. We are not a squatty culture, but we should be because it's good for us. So get in this position. The thing is, you want your back to be nice and straight. So keep your back as straight as possible while in this position. If you have a hard time, especially on whatever surface you're doing this on, you're either doing this on the floor, you're doing it on your bed. If you're on your bed and you have a really soft bed, you might need to put your hands down just to give yourself a little more stability. Something like this, you know? So you can kind of do that squatting position, keep that back straight. What you don't want to do is just be rounded through the back, okay? Keep the back straight. Take a few more deep breaths. And this is about it. And then I get up and I get on with my day. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, leave them in comments below. Be nice. You know, bye-bye. See you next time.